After getting a huge cash injection from the Walt Disney Company, Comcast seems to be making huge strides in expanding their theme park empire. And pretty soon, the sun will never set on Universal Studios theme parks. We're not talking about Frisco. We're not talking about Epic Universe. We're not even talking about the Great British theme park over in Bedford or the Port Aventura site. We're talking about another theme park, this one possibly in South Korea. Let's talk about that on That Park Place. Hello, I am Jonas J. Campbell. I am here with Vash Sky, and a huge rumor just dropped out of Universal Core saying that Universal is thinking about buying, or maybe even already has bought, land in South Korea. Vash, this is the first I'm hearing of this. Tell me, what is going on? Are cats and dogs living together? Is South Korea getting another amazing Universal theme park?
It might be right here. This comes from Universal Core. Let me see if I can go ahead and share my screen here. Oh, that's not the one.
That's the one
That'll
right
be the
there.
There you go. Perfect. Thank you so much, Jonas. Rumor from Universal Core. NBC Universal has acquired property in South Korea for a future Universal Studios theme park.
And just for those of you who may not be familiar with Korea, this is the good Korea.
yes. This is the good Korea, not the other Korea right there. But this is very fascinating. The art featured, from what I understand, is for a Korean theme park that Universal had aspirations for some 20 years ago, and now it looks like, just like the Great Britain project or the Universal Spain project, or Spain project. España. There you go. Thank you. It looks like they are revisiting these old ideas, and that may have included right here South Korea. Now, NBC, Universal Core is suggesting that they may have already acquired the property. We will see as early as maybe January, when Comcast is supposed to be giving their next earnings call, and we can go ahead and kind of suss through that and see if they've made any more land purchases similar to the $271 million in land purchases they've already acquired, according to recent SEC filings. So we'll see. But Universal Core, I understand, people have been critical of his scoops before, but hey, he has been a source for Universal creative content for quite some time, given that he has particular connections in that area specifically. And he was the one that scooped, along with Ethan from Theme Park Wizard, they were the ones that scooped, before anybody else did, the rumors suggesting that Universal Studios Hollywood would be expanding into a resort with multiple hotels. And, a lot of people didn't give much credence to them until it was actually found to be exactly what they were ending up doing. This here in Korea, I believe even Alicia Stella has said in the past that the next likely site might be in this region right here. And there is good reason for that.
Right. So Japan is not that, at least as far as we're concerned, is not that far away. And there's a Universal Studios Japan right now that has the Marvel rights. Of course, this being very cursory, were there any attachments to this rumor as far as what is going to go into the site?
Nothing from what I understand. I'd have to actually look back and go into history and kind of see what Universal may have had planned some 20 years ago, and maybe see if maybe they want to recalibrate those, given that their new intellectual properties that they've since invested in or kind of shot up there. Also, too, we know from the Great Britain project that some of these plans change given weather conditions, for example. The big rumor surrounding Great Britain is that a lot of that is going to be indoors, given the, I would say, less than preferred weather out there, let's say. So does South Korea get adjustments based on climate? Does it get adjustments based on, local tendencies and so forth, and what their disposition is given various IPs? That will have to be looked into for sure.
And in South Korea, especially the closer you get to Seoul, that is a very metropolitan area. That is a very high class area. It's right. They're not going to just show up and throw up some carnival rides here and call it a day. If they want to bring in the Korean audience, they're going to have to come in and do the kind of things that we have been expecting from Universal in their recent history. So I noticed that Seoul, South Korea, that is the red dot in the top left corner of the map on the right there.
Mhm.
And London being in the bottom right of the map on the left. Wow, that's so many directions all at once. But if
Yes.
they're 40 clicks away from Seoul, I think they probably have they could probably make their money back the way that Universal spends right now. They spend as if they want to make money, as opposed to spending as if they just want to make a brand deposit somewhere in a country.
It would appear so. That's kind of my impression of it. I mean, they're really positioning themselves to make a real big splash, not just domestically but internationally. And we can see right here that between Great Britain and South Korea, the what is it the area of the population density, for example, the overall population, all that are pretty similar and pretty comparable, at least from potential proprietor's standpoint, looking to set up stakes in these regions right here. It looks like any advantageous position that they might enjoy in England might be similar to what they find in South Korea.
Sorry, forgive me. I had a little bit of an audio issue there. So, do you think what do you think here? First of all, it sounds like that this would be a good idea. If they went with this, this would not be a drain on the company. They obviously have a lot of brands that are important globally. That I think Korea, while it's a small country, if they size this correctly, they could pull in a lot of cash. So, whether this is correct or incorrect, it sounds like it's a good idea from a business perspective. Do you have any comment on that, Vash?
No, I think this is an absolutely great idea. We have seen investment in the South Pacific region of Asia and so forth. I know there is a new cruise liner going there by Disney that will be servicing that area in particular.
Now, Vash, I'm going to have to stop you there.
Please.
That is not the first time that I have heard the mentioning of Universal expanding and also the mentioning of a major cruise port being in the area.
That's an interesting take right there. The other area in which Universal would like to diversify and or to expand, at least in their what is it, destinations division, I believe.
Destinations and experiences. Yes,
Experiences
Disney is experiences, but at Universal they have destinations and experiences.
Yes. I see. The point of delineation there is crucial. Apparently, they want to go ahead and start up a cruise line, which is very, very ambitious. We'll see whether or not they actually end up acquiring a cruise line that already exists, acquiring some, I don't know, maybe vessels that they could rehab, or maybe possibly even starting up just from scratch and getting some vessels expressly designed for them. That would be very, very cool. Apparently, the design conceit, though, would be that you maybe go to a Caribbean island in which they have developed like a Jurassic Park on. So
now that would be, oh my goodness, you just blew my mind. Jaws on the boat in Jurassic Park, when you could be, you could have the threat of being eaten on the high seas and on an island.
That perfect. It's absolutely it's a universal dream come true. right there.
Well, this is a developing story, and we obviously wanted to get it out quick, but also offer some commentary here. I wanted to get Vash's commentary out to you guys as soon as possible. I want to say thank you very much to Ethan Becker, Theme Park Wizard, for some additional insight that he's offered here. We want to get him on the channel very soon. Of course, like this video. If you like this video, guys, what do you think about this situation? If you're in South Korea, does it excite you to get a Universal theme park? Or what I really want is one of those Jaws corn dogs that the shell is shaped like Jaws, and then it's got a hot dog in it, and then you dip it in the ketchup, and it's as if the ketchup is like blood. Oh man, I love the design. I think they got that at Universal Japan. Would you be excited for a corn dog that was shaped like Jaws that's covered in ketchup? Let us know in the comments down below. And of course, consider subscribing to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.